Good morning, folks. Well, today I'm making an old-fashioned fudge brownie in honor of a show that I did. But I want to put you need to have one cup of unsalted butter. This is going to be melted. Okay. Oh, gotta put a big one. I don't want that. Okay. So everything is off because sometimes paper sneaks. Okay. Now, what I want to do is tell you what the show was. It was called The Student Prince. It was done in 1978. I played ensemble, and let's see, where am I? I'm the girl in the pink dress. And I'm also a lady in waiting. It was a thrill to do this show. And here's me as a lady in waiting. I was very, very young. I was no older than 24 years old. It was absolutely a thrill for me to do this show called The Student Prince. It was also directed by a conductor named Felix. So this is in honor of The Student Prince and also Felix. Let me show you Felix. Unfortunately, folks, all we can get is the back of his head. I just can't get a good picture of him. Let me see. I can find another picture. No, there's nothing else I have of poor Felix. Just the back of his head. He always had white hair. He was a fantastic conductor. He was also in charge of the Vienna Boys Choir. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add in Hershey's unsweetened chocolate. Kids, do not eat this. It's bitter. It's going to go into the butter. And we're going to mix this together. Oh, folks, I can't beat this cold. I don't know where it came from. So we're adding in four squares of unsweetened chocolate into the butter, and we're going to melt this together. We're going to have to keep stirring it and stirring it until it melts, and it becomes kids, you cannot eat this. It's extremely bitter. I just want you folks, moms, to tell your kids this is not candy. It's chocolate that doesn't have sugar. Even added now, it's becoming mixed in with the butter. And this is an honor of this play I did, The Student Prince. It was thrilled. It was in 1978. I was engaged to my first husband. It was a very nice time for me in my life, that time period. I'm going to keep mixing this together. Now adding in 4 eggs. I have to tell you something, folks. This recipe does not call for baking powder. If you want it fudgy, you don't want a cake. We're going to mix the egg together. We've got to do it very slowly. There we go. 1 egg at a time. I still have not put the sugar in, so believe me, kids, you're not going to want to eat this. Not yet. It's even getting thicker now. As you add the eggs in, it gets thicker. Right, Luna? You like to watch TV, huh, Luna?
Yeah.
Okay, one more. Now, I made this many, many years ago. And I literally could not come up with a recipe, and I just found it. Oh. I made brownies before, but this is a lot different than the brownies I've been making. These are fudgy brownies. Okay. 4 eggs. No baking powder to this. You do not want to add baking powder. I remember The Student Prince. It was absolutely a thrill for me to do that show. Oh, being a lady in waiting. And even up to today, I'm friends with the guy who played the prince on Facebook. Okay. Now, the next thing is I want to add in, now we're going to sweeten this up a little bit. I'm going to add in 2 cups of sugar. This is going to sweeten it. Oh, one more thing before I add in the sugar, I need to add in the vanilla. I have to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I knew there was something I had to do. Okay. But it's such good memories. The Student Prince was done by the Monmouth Operetta Society, and it was such good memories of that group. And sadly, the group just died out, you know, as the years went by. You know, Felix had to retire. He got too old. Felix was a wonderful, wonderful man. He always said to me, "Deborah, you're not a soloist, but you're a great chorus singer." I still remember him saying that to me. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now, what I want to do now is add in 2 cups of sugar. Everything's going to go into the pot except for the flour. That's going to go into the bowl. There we go. We'll mix this together. You don't want it to be bitter chocolate. Oh. Okay. I still remember making this many, many years ago. Have to keep stirring it for a minute. Now I'm going to take flour. I'm going to add in 1 cup of flour into the bowl. Now we're going to put the chocolate stuff into the bowl. We're going to mix everything together. Okay? And we're going to add the cocoa in. And we're going to put in like a 1/4 cup of sweetened cocoa. Alright, now we're going to add this to the flour mixture. There we go. Yeah, I remember those days like it was yesterday. Felix was such a nice man. He always gave me a lot of encouragement. Now we're going to mix this together. And don't be upset there's no baking powder added in. There's a reason for that. It does not call for it because you want them to be like fudge. They're fudgy brownies, not cake-like brownies, like the brownies I made in the past. This is a lot different. Gotta get all that flour out. A lot of arm movement. Now what I want to do next is add in a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. You want it nice and chocolatey. Oh, it's going to be so delicious once this is done. A little bit of cocoa powder. Not a lot, just a little bit, because you have enough chocolate in here. Okay. So I use Hershey's. You can see I'm a Hershey person. Okay. I'm going to mix this together. Look how beautiful that batter is coming out. Look at this, folks. Oh. Now, what I want to do is, I'm going to add in some walnuts. This is what's going to really give it a delicious flavor. Not a lot. There we go. Doesn't have to be crushed. It can be any kind of walnuts. I'm going to mix this together. We're going to put it into the cake pan. And we're going to bake this for about, I would say, a good half an hour. And then you have to make sure the knife comes out clean to make sure it's completely done. These are fudgy brownies, not cake-like brownies. There's a big difference here. All right, at least a half an hour to bake this. And here we have delicious homemade fudgy brownies. Oh, they're so yummy, so delicious. And this is in honor of the Student Prince, which was done in 1978, and also my conductor, Felix, who was originally we used to be the conductor for the Vienna Boys Choir in Vienna. He's just a wonderful, gifted man. And I miss him. He passed away many years ago. From Deborah, Tom Country Kitchen. Have a great day. Please subscribe to my wonderful YouTube channel.